ようこそばんさいチャンネルへ。今回もアサシンクリードバルハラの続きをプレイしていこうよ。さて、アルフガーと会話ね。いたいた。もし
Welcome to my estate, old friend.
Thane Alfgar. It's an impressive amount of land you oversee.
Quite right. I often get lost swimming to my island in this flowing sea of wheat.
よく言うわ。かなり裕福なんだな。小麦の湖のが近いな。見せたいものがあるらしいわね。
You said you had something to show me when we last spoke. What did you mean?
Yes, I did. Observe. This fine specimen belonged to our beloved elderman, Hunbeort, before his untimely passing.
何くれんの？
He left it here when we last hunted together. I now wish you to have it.
あら。美しい武器だ。賄賂を送って取り入れる。ふん、あるかに渡すべきじゃないの？
If this belonged to the elderman, shouldn't it go to Hunwald next?
I suppose so. But I thought you a more fitting recipient. You'd know how to use it. Now, take it and come hither. I have a rousing hunt planned for the two of us.
また狩り？
Leave aside talk of politics and shire moots. Let us enjoy the fruits of my land together.
We're hunting or fruit picking?
Both, if you like. Whatever you fancy. I'm generous with the yields of my estate, as you will see.
やっぱこの時代は狩りがやっぱり娯楽なんでしょうね。
To be plain, Eivor, a great bear has been badgering my estate for weeks.
あら。
I must do away with it, if only to prevent a future tragedy.
You brought me here to hunt a bear.
Yes, and I'm so pleased you agreed.
それが本音なのね。
I suspect you know better than most that I have what it takes to lead this shire. Though its line of kings is old and ended, the people of this land still teems with life, with promise. But today, the shire languishes. It needs the guidance of new blood.
Like me.
Sorry?
I'm the definition of new blood. It may be I should put my name in for Elderman.
そんな柄じゃないでしょうね。
Dark sense of humor. Blunt as a hammer, eh? Like the one carried by your thunder god.
通るよ。
I don't recall the name.
Go on.
What I mean to say is, I enjoy the company of your people. Or people like you. What little I've seen of them. And I don't care what stuffy fools like Herefriv and Hunwald say. You Danes are damn decent people. Not dense at all.
Kind of you to notice.
I remember
理解がある人は言うわね。
first arrived, not long ago. The locals were terrified.
Are we hunting Alfgar? Or is it your hope that I'll braid your hair?
Hunting, definitely. The bear's lair should be nearby.
誰かいるよ。
My old friend Grim. How wonderful to see you here. What a pleasant surprise.
What surprise? I came as you requested.
なんだせや。
Yes, and how is Grimsby? How are all the other Danes?
I can't speak for all Danes, but I am well, and itching for a hunt as you made plain in your message this morning.
Yes, that's right. Very good. Speaking of Danes, I'd like to introduce you to Eivor.
どうも。
Perhaps you know each other as one Dane to another.
あえて光栄だグリム、ノース人だ。アルフガーはこの出会いを仕組んだ。
Don't be frightened, Grim, but I believe Alfgar has arranged for us to meet.
Oh, goodness, I've been discovered. But it's nothing untoward, I promise. I'm an honest man, and I believe that all people should live together in harmony. That's all.
嘘くせえ。
Hey, Eivor, did he lure you here as well with the promise of a hunt?
He...
Yes, hunting a bear.
おっ
That's the
と。
point of all this. We're hunting, I promise.
何企んでんだか。
There's a cave just up the hill there. Seems a likely place for a lair.
If the beast is as large as Alfgar claims, it'll take all three of us to bring it down.
I'm game. Let's get a new fur cloak, shall we?
まあ私一人でもいいけどね。
There's all manner of beasts in this forest. If we don't find the bear, we'll find something worth our supper.
I have a divine rule over the land on my estate. God shall provide. Have no worry.
のんきなもんね。 ん？何これ？あら。
This is the threshold of a beast's home. There's no doubting that.
ん？狼？
That's not a bear.
よいしょ。いた。やるじゃない。トゥ。おら。せいや。熊はどこかしら。よいしょ。どうしたの？
That smoke! My God! My estate is burning like a twig!
Soon to be a sea of fire.
Eivor! You're skilled enough, and I can't tell you how to handle this. Please! By God, help me with this!
わかってるわよ。なんでこのタイミングで？
My people are fleeing. They must get to safety.
わかってるわよ。
Outside here.
I'll send them straight to hell. The marauding kill the rest. They're burning the
あ。おりゃ。ティア。おろろろら。おら。ほいや。市民倒しちゃったの？ごめん。何やってんの？襲撃者はあれ？ほら。まったく。終わったわよ。
The men who would see you burn are dead. Let's get these fires out.
Agreed. What a mess. A sea of ashes. I thank you, Eivor, for doing what you could.
どういた
You're a
しま
man
し
of
て。
many riches, Algar. You can rebuild.
To be sure. But I do not look forward to the toil. Sweet Lord in heaven. The bear is returned.
は？
The Shiremood will start soon. I should return to Lincoln to see that it goes well.
ほらよ。
Away, beast! Away! You won't trouble me any longer.
もう終わったっつの。
There, you see? Didn't I promise you a rousing hunt? Brilliant. Simply brilliant.
まったく。なんでこのタイミングでクマが来んのよ。アチャと会話。アチャ
Archer, is everything ready?
The Shiremoot will soon begin. Will you join us, Eivor? We'd be comforted by your presence.
いいわよ。
Yes, I'm curious to see this Shiremood for myself. I will follow. When will the vote begin, Abbess?
12 able lords of Lincolnshire have already cast their stones, but they have reached a tie. 4 votes for each man. It now falls to you to break this impasse.
Me? By whose order?
どういうこと？
You have earned the trust of our 3 candidates, it seems. Even our bishop has found a certain fondness for your hardy spirit.
私みたいな戦士が意見を聞きたい次期大使は命を狙われている難しい選択だ。あんたの意見は何なの？
It's an important vote for your people. How would you counsel my vote?
I value competent and righteous leadership, not foolish friends in high seats.
Anyone but Hunwald, you mean?
I love Hunwald as I love my own kin. But I would not put a stone in his care without fearing for the safety of both.
なるほどね。
I pray that God guides your vote today, and not the devil, as I fear.
難しいこと言ってくれるわ。会議の出席者と話をして決断する。もし
How are you, Lord?
Have I heard aright that you have come to break us from our deadlock?
I
そうみ
have,
たいね。
Lord. Have you any advice before I vote?
Lord Hundbeor was a bold and honest man, if somewhat reckless. I see the same qualities in his son. Therefore, Hunwald is my man.
なるほど。
King Ceolwulf's attendant, aren't you?
Aye. The king sends his love and support. Whatever happens here today shall have his full blessing.
He's learning fast. Good man.
なるほどね。困ったわね。自動的に盗むのやめなさいよ。あら、ふんわるぞ。
How fare you, Lord?
My prayers are fervent and my will is strong, Eivor. If I am Elderman, I will bring joy to this Shire.
There is more to good leadership than merrymaking. You must be strong and stern and willing to take risks.
Of course, of course. Strength and wisdom and fortitude and all that. I shall rise above the peat moss of mediocrity. Have no fear.
That is good to hear.
まあ、それだったら大丈夫じゃないの？一応他のやつもお話聞きましょうか。
Bishop.
Eivor, I must thank you for your fearless participation in our moot.
I'm surprised to hear you vouched for me, Bishop.
I surprised myself, to be honest. But I felt it would be a good test of God's faith in my judgment. Under my guidance, this Shire is crawling back from a decade of lawlessness. God knows the love that lives in my heart for the people of Lincolnshire. I pray now that he guides your hand accordingly.
Quite a gambit, Bishop. Mad enough to work, it may be.
Well then, I thank you for what it's worth. God go with you.
困ったわね。一応フンボルとやる気出してみたいだから。
Good evening, Alvgar.
Eivor, I hope it's not untoward of me to solicit your support, but I do need it. The vote is closer than a cat's whisker.
It is a difficult choice, Alvgar. Know that I won't make it lightly.
Good, good. But let me say unreservedly that I am the man who will lead Lincolnshire into progress and victory.
I do not doubt your convictions, Lord.
どうしたもんかしらね。
Grim, good to see you again.
A hearty hello, Drenger. Seems Britain is getting quite used to the idea of Danes stalking her shores.
Where do you fall in this contest, Grim? Alfgar is a friend of yours, is he not?
He is, and a good man as well. But I cast my stone for the bishop.
The bishop? That's an odd strategy.
These Christians are easy to nudge about. So desperate they are to avoid a good fight, they'll agree to most anything a Dane says.
なるほどね。さて困ったわね。ただな、アルフガーもこの司教もなんか癖がありそうなのよね。ということで、やっぱりフモルトかしらね。
Free men, free possible futures.
オーディン。
Which of these sad puppets will dance best when you call upon them?
It is not for myself I must cast the stone, but for my clan. Who will serve us best in a time of true need?
You can never be certain where you stand in another's heart. Choose only for yourself.
OK。
All three have strengths and weaknesses.
やっぱフンワルトしかいないわね。
Hunwald is not the most cunning or clever, but he has heart and spirit. Both go a long way in times of need.
頼むわよ。頼むわよ、フンワルト。
Lead your Shire with pride, ferocious swan.
It is decreed by this lawful Shire moot that the Ealdorman of Lincolnshire shall be son of our dear and departed Lord Hundbjorn, Lord Hunwald of Lincolnshire.
頑張んなよ、本当に。
I don't know what to say. I thank you. Deeply, madly.
面白くなさそうね、司教は。
What more can I say? I don't know. I miss my father. I'd sooner see him standing here than... Well, I will do my best. For each and every one of you.
Let us all raise our cups. A toast to our new Ealdorman. This Shiremoot's decision is not final, but advisory.
誰も聞いてないわよ。
Now falls to our newly anointed King Ceolwulf to ratify our choice. To this end, we need not worry. Ceolwulf is a friend of Saxon and Dane alike, and he is sure to approve the
本性が現れたわね。
Our good and noble friend, Arthelswith.
The septic rot has overtaken this Shire. A sickness for which there is only one cure.
Your Grace, what is this?
なんてこと。こら。
Nobles of Lincolnshire, stand fast!
For the glory of the ancients,
何
leave none alive!
やっぱりね。ざっけんじゃないわよ。やっぱり。ねえ、いったこの野郎。ち。おら。もちろん。ティー。オッケー。踏ん張るとごめんなさいよ。よいしょ。オッケー。あとはおらぜおらねえやるじゃないな。ったくと大丈夫フンボルト頑張りな。うえやってくれたわね。
Find those who still draw breath. Polish your ass, Hunwald. The Elderman's seat is yours.
ここが踏ん張りどころよ。
As your war council, I suggest you waste no time in catching this grief tosser. He won't be far.
We should first bury our dead, no?
は
That choice is yours to make, Elderman.
Yes. Yes, of course. We'll bury our dead, then raise a feared.
やっぱ選択失敗したかも。
I am at a loss for words. A trusted man of the cloth.
そんなもんよ。
I will pray for these martyrs and tend to the remaining wounded until the last man walks free.
Be well, Archer.
And you, Eivor. May God or the gods protect you.
ありがとう。クエスト完了。投票席の落ちどころ。落ちどころってか落としどころよね。剣の振る姉カストレ。何かしら。新たな大使と会話。本当にあんなポンコツで大丈夫かしら。今になって選択間違えたような気がするわ。あ、いたいた。よし。
What news, Hunwald?
We've learned that Herevryth rode for the fort at Annikastre following the massacre. I have assembled a feared there. Quite a large one, in fact. They eagerly await your orders, Eivor.
You mean your orders, Elderman?
私じゃないのよ。
Yes, that's right. My orders. Which are what, exactly?
Who can say? Ride with me to your camp and we'll find out together.
大丈夫かしら、ほんと。
Herevryth was a friend of my father's and always so dear to me. I don't understand what possessed him.
He invoked the name of an ancient order before his men attacked. I know exactly what possessed him.
Do you?
It's not a story for now.
This will send waves of disgust through all the parishes of Mercia. Herefrith is a new and ugly stain on the bishopric.
Your Christ was an interesting man, if a little soft. But stranger still, I've met so few Christians like him.
Today has been a boon, Eivor. In spite of everything, I now know my father's spirit still burns within me. It's thanks to you, I know
だといい
this.
けど。
When songs are sung of the day Lincolnshire was saved, Your name will ripple through every stanza.
Don't be hasty, Hunwald. One verse of our song remains unsung. The din of battle beckons.
You pagans and your appetite for battle. I certainly don't share it. I worry what diabolical feast the bishop has in store.
Don't let that poxy bishop worry you. With Eivor beside us, he'll be victuals before long. How has Atcha taken all
私頼りにしちゃダメよ。
She and Herevrik were so close.
She must feel as though the devil himself attacked her monastery. A poor lady.
We spoke briefly. Her spirits were low, but her word carried on.
We are the men of Lincolnshire. Remember it. God's Gladdener.
えっと
Here's the camp. Do you see? The Field will soon be ready for.
Our warsmith has arrived. The Fields are ready to fight.
Chieftain Eivor, can we win this fight with the men you see assembled here?
If they
私
fight
一人
with
でもい
the
いけど。
bravery of double their number, we may.
And is there room in your Valhalla for a ferocious swan?
Of course. Let fly your glorious banner.
Are we ready then?
行きましょう。
We attack now. Ready to fight.
Our first task will be to breach the outer wall. Then we deal with the troops inside.
Here's the camp. Do you?
痛そう。手伝ってる手伝ってる。瞑想。姉カストレ。おっしゃ行こうよ
Me, holy warriors of Lincolnshire.
The best way to
あれは
breach
ダメ
is
ね。
with the battering ram. I should help it along.
よいしょ、しゃあないわね。下、あんたら、どきなさい。あ、お、やばい。よいしょ。ちょっと、どいてくれる？ちょっと私に貸してくれる？ちょっとこれ。あったく。お。頑張れ頑張れ。よいしょ。いった。あの野郎。たく。よいしょ。あら。よいしょ。ほら。ほら。よいしょ。ほら。よいしょ。ほら、痛い。かやら。ほら。ぜ。オッケー。よいしょ。ぐえ。やってくれんじゃねえよ。ぜ。オッケー。オッケー。よいしょ。ほっ。よっ。おら。See ya。しゃあ。おら。よいしょ。オッケー。あれはどうやってぶっ壊すかな。いって。よいしょ。スプリンガルド。あー、オッケーオッケー。わかった。ちょっと。あんた何やってんのや。ったく。よいしょ。これで。よいしょ。お俺。よいしょ。よいしょ。おら。オッケー。よいしょ。次。さて。よいしょ。おら。よいしょ。ぜ。おら。おら。オッケー。あんたほんと何やってんだよ。よいしょ。オッケー。いて。こげら。おら。 こっち。跳ね橋ね。よいしょ。ほいっと。ほっ。ほい。あれ。オッケー。あとは。ほいっと。ほい。オッケー。よいしょ。さて、これ、どうやって戻ろうかしら。しまったー。よいしょ。ほいっと。ほいっと。オッケー。ヘリフリス司教を探して暗殺。待ってなさいよー。とう。よいしょ。よいしょ。ザコは任せたわ。
You, point me to the bishop. No one else need die today.
He's in the chapel there, hiding away. Scabrous coward.
Let no one leave that church without facing judgment.
よっしゃ、行こうよ。古き結社もだいぶ、あら、数減らしてあげたけどね。おら。おいしょ。死亡確認。おりゃ。Okay.
I died the day I hid behind these rows, this cross. To bring the light of my order to a wider view, I debased myself. Clawed my way to the top of this common religion, full of common men. I should have lived as the ancient dead.
何言ってんだよ。
That's the folly of mankind, Herefrith. We wallow in our failures, like happy pigs in a sty of shit. You should have learned to enjoy it.
ケンコと、タトフリッド。アネカストで教習完了。フンワールドはどこにいるのかしら。いたいた。よいしょ。フンワールド。
Avon, is the bishop dead?
He bled too little and talked too much. Now he's gone.
I won't miss him. But Atcha will need some time to grieve.
まあ、優しい子ではあるんでしょうけどね。よく戦った勇猛なる白鳥よ。しばらくの間は用心しろ。大祖としての戦いはこれからだ。
Lincolnshire is yours to lead, Elderman. The hardest fight begins now.
The din of battle still rings in my ears. I think I now know what it means to be a leader.
あら、成長したわね。
Good.
I would ask a favor if I could.
なに？
Name it.
As Elderman, my life may be a dangerous one. For a time, anyway. Would you allow my Swanborough to take refuge in your settlement? At least until I feel all danger has passed.
We'd be happy to have her.
いいわよ。
Thank you, my sturdy Norse berserker.
バーサーカーって言われたわよ。
Shire will be lonely without you stomping about.
立派に務めを果たしなさいね。
We must look out for one another.
Blast it. I am a horror with goodbyes.
It'll do for now. Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randi. Best tell her the good news.
クエスト完了。剣の振るアスカレトレ。レベルアップ。 の前にこいつ殺さなきゃね。ターゲットをマーク。うらっ
You won. I can see defeat. When Scops mention me, they will sing of my conquests.
Cowards do not get sagas.
I am no coward. In a long-lost battle for Wessex, I was the victor. The Scot could speak of that time. Focus on my lost honor.
No. I'll leave your reputation as it is, here in the blood-blackened mud.
よし、これで撃破。あと残るはこの2つね。ランビー終わったわよ。
Lincolnshire is a friend to us.
Wonderful news. And who is our ally there?
The boy Hunwald is the new alderman of Lincolnshire, and he has sworn allegiance to us.
The loud one, an alderman? Well, should he ever wish to call for aid, he need only shout.
OK。同盟目標達成、リンカンシャー。さて、これで、すべての、これで全部終わったわね。残るは、サセックス。
My mind is fixed on Sussex. Bassam and I have a chance to save Sigurd. But we will need an army.
I believe you do. Now is the time to strike. Before Fulke decides Sigurd is of no more use to her.
行きましょう。同盟目標、サセックス。南方のバイキング。
And I'll bring Sigurd back with me. That is a promise.
Good. I will send word to our allies at once. Meet with Bassam when you can. He should be in Croydon by now.
Okay.
You wouldn't be the first man to fall asleep on watch, but you would be the loudest.
I did not mean to fail you, Guthrum Jarl. It was only for a moment. I was so tired.
As are we all, boy. We marched hard to get here. Still, let's not disappoint me again. You hear?
My Jarl, I'm sorry.
おっかないわね。
You must be Eivor.
さあや。
I've heard much of you, young one. They say you're something.
若造ですって。あえて光栄だ。噂はすべて本当だ。いずれわかるわ。
Stay around a while and judge for yourself.
Oh, I will. Have no fear of that.
豚の丸焼きがある。あら、バシム。ミラージュの頃と比べるとやっぱ老けてるわね。
You promised a great army, but you couldn't breach a Crone's garden with what you have assembled here.
This is not the sum of my forces. Where are the rest?
Your allies are on their way. We must be patient.
We cannot wait for them. We march as soon as we are able.
With these numbers, are you keen to see Valhalla today?
I'll not sit on my heels while Sigurd rots in that she-dog's care.
We might muster for an attack in the woods east of Porchester. But there are scouts between there and here.
Scouts I can manage. Point me at them and I will blind Fulke's eyes.
One walks the road between Briggsworth and Chichester. Another on the riverbank north of Crowley. A third keeps watch on the hills south of Croydon. But I warn you, these are all we know of. There may be more.
A risk we must take. I will find the scouts. You move the men into position near Porchester.
That is a rash gamble, Ravenfeeder. If we are spotted, we will be vulnerable.
If you want victory, come now or not at all. Every hour we waste could be Sigurd's last.
You had better be all they promised.
サセックス編開始、ポートチェスター包囲戦。赤狼を探して始末。ああ、この辺ね。
I smell blood on the air.
あ。
Death is close.
あら。
Someone find the scout before me.
何？ やってくれんじゃないのよ。ティーよいしょ。
Aid me. Be my eyes.
あれね。あれでももう倒されてんじゃない？
Slain by wolves. My work has been done for me.
あらまあ。じゃああと2つ？あれだ。オッケー。ティーヤ。おっとやるわね。トゥー。オッケー。2人目。
Orders from Fulke. I should show this to Basim once I've dealt with the others.
しつこい連中ね。やるじゃねえ。オッケー。あとあっちね。あれ。オラですか。ティ。オッケー。うん。ほいっと。ほらよ。ほら。ふん。ふん。ふん。ほら。オッケー。しつこい連中。オッケー。
Basim and Guthrum will be waiting in the woods east of Porchester.
いて。この野郎。おら、おら、おいしょ。オッケー。あ、いたいた。よいしょ。
The scouts are dead, and you're safely encamped. I told you this would work.
Time will tell.
Any eye that saw you has been dimmed by death.
You are not short on confidence. That much is clear.
この自信が揺れることはない。あんたの知らないやり方がある。知らせておきたいことがある。
I found something of interest on one of the scouts. Fulke's
ここで喧嘩してもしょうがないしね。
She's gathering men and supplies, perhaps to weather a siege.
If she is allowed to dig in at Porchester, it might be months before we can get Sigurd out.
Do you still say I am reckless in my haste, Guthrum?
Saxons! Saxons from the west!
I say your haste has put us squarely in the shit.
オッケー、じゃあ戦いましょうか。
There must have been more scouts than we knew of.
What's done is done. Save your breath for the fight.
おら。おら。おら。ティア。おら、シア。おら。で。おら。おら。
They're giving ground. Push them back.
おら。ティア。
This mess is of your making.
うっさよね。
Or behind the walls of Porchester. Either way, they die.
よいしょ。おりゃ。でっかいのは私が勝負よ。おりゃ。うら。次。バシム。やるじゃない。いて。いた。かんな。だったら。いて。おりゃ。おりゃ。おりゃ。おら。 あバシブ強っ。じゃあ大丈夫？よいしょ。オッケー。見えねティーヤおらくらえオッケー。
Fall back, you dogs! Back to Porchester!
They flee like rabbits.
Then we chase them like hounds. That ugly bastard's head is mine. Not if I get there first, slow-ass.
Leave him. The day's already won.
まったく。お、強い。あ、まったく。顔美味しすぎよ。遅い。ティー。
Is it for that withered bag of... You bear your false deities like a plague to this land.
なんですって。
But you know nothing of those who truly decide our fate.
I decide your fate today, Saxon.
I am ready for my final journey. Let me see what lies beyond.
喜んで見せてやる。帰って古家にこのことを伝えるのね。
I will not. Go and tell Volke what you saw today. Tell her Eivor is coming to tear her heart from her chest.
I will tell Volke her opponent is a weakling who does not have the stomach to finish what they started.
とどめを刺すのは後よ。ああ、ブロシア。
You will regret this mercy.
You are wounded, brother. Let me bear your brother to the camp.
もう深追いするからよ。
He was always quicker than me.
ああ、死体って書いてあるからやっぱ死んじゃったのね。
Reckless stripling! I warned you the risk was too great!
Peace, Guthrum. It is Fulke who merits your wrath, not Eivor.
You have not seen the half of my wrath. How many of my men now lie dead on account of this glory hoarder?
落ち度を認める。来るの決めたのは自分だろ。済んだことだ。来ると決めたのは自分でしょ。済んだことよ。
In spite of our losses, we claim victory here. Arguing over blame will not bring the dead back.
If this is what a Raven Clan victory looks like, I cannot wait to see what happens when you lose.
What happened here? Uba, Soma, you come at a black hour.
Too late to bloody our blades. More's the pity.
そっち
I hope to take Porchester with this one, but Folk is forewarned now. I have no more appetite for this. I will go west.
Go then. But know you leave me in a time of need.
What you need is to swallow your pride, Raven Feeder. Listen to wiser heads than yours.
Eivor?
バシも大変ね。聞かせてくれ。説教の気はないわ。聞かせてちょうだい。
I will hear you, Guthrum Saxon Bane, if you wish to speak your piece.
You want your Jarl back? You must be cold as frost. Bravery is your enemy as often as your friend. We do not dash ourselves against hopeless courses. We arrive unexpected, strike swift, gather your allies, pick your moment. Then, and only then, you crush them. You can triumph yet. Go with the wisdom of Odin, the power of Thor, the wit of Freya. Go and find your brother.
でも助言をくれたってことは少しは認めてるのかしらね。 しょうがないのよ、脳筋だから。同感だ。失敗したことは分かってる。作戦がある。
We will wait for our allies before the final attack. Until then, we have work to do. First, we need a new camp. The Saxons think we have retreated, but we will draw even closer. Here.
Arrive unexpected.
Erke, Stove, Juvena, right there ahead of me. Together, we will bring them down.
It brings me no pleasure to fight my own people, but a debt is a debt.
Besides, they're men of Wessex, Alfred's folk, no brothers of yours.
We will set off immediately. Together we will fall upon them as
みんな来てくれたのね。
After that, we should strike at Fulke's supplies all across Sussex.
Yes. If she is allowed to dig in at Portchester, we will lose our chance to rescue Sigurd.
The letter I found on the scout mentioned Bridgeworth, Guildeford, and Crowley.
They produce weapons in Crowley, food in Guildeford. Bridgeworth is a stronghold. Many Saxon swords there.
Uber, I need your axe arm at Guildeford. Soma, you and your men will aid me in Crowley.
Count on us.
I will go to Bridgeworth and take a measure of things there.
Good. I'll join you after I've dealt with the Saxon camp.
A lion's heart and a crow's cunning. Guthrum judged you too swiftly.
We have work to do. Let's be about it.
頑張んなきゃね。クエスト完了。南方のバイキング。レベルアップ。はい、ということで、そろそろお時間がやってまいりました。次回、この次からやっていきましょう。この動画をお気に召しましたら、ぜひチャンネル登録、高評価をお願いします。それではまたどこかでお会いしましょう。さよなら、さよなら、さよなら。貧乏バーコでした。嘘くせー。なんでこのタイミングでクマが来んのよ。自動的に盗むのやめなさいよ。ざっけんじゃないわよ。やっぱ選択失敗したかも。落ちどころってか落としどころよね。この野郎。バシム強っ。バシムも大変でしょうがないのよ。脳筋だから。